Good morning and welcome to the Redevelopment Commission meeting for December 2025. Called the meeting to order. Confirmation of quorum, everybody's here. Approval of the minutes for November 12th, 2025. Entertain a motion.
Motion accepted as presented.
Okay, got a motion. Do we have a second? And we got a second. Any questions? Any comments? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Passes. Fund report. The fund report for this year, this month, and this is for information only. Southeast District has $1,274,608.27. The Northwest District has $753,832.32 for a total of $2,028,440.59. Any questions about that?
No, please. The mayor's asking if we've received our tax settlement for the second half of the year. The auditor did tell me we will get that next Monday.
Next Monday.
So that will be on your report for January.
Can we, I think I asked this before, can we get when we get this report, get a reading of how much we've already committed?
I will be working with Baker Tilly on that. So I doubt that we have that for you in January.
Okay.
Because I had a call with them this week and I did tell, we have done that, but I want to do an updated one.
Okay.
So,
Well, I would like to see that every month if possible.
it doesn't change that much as far as commitments. I mean, and so
Then it
it's a
should be
range
easier.
of-
Okay.
Then once you, yeah. So.
But I think it would be good when we look at the fund report to see how much we've committed so that we know
that's
how
a
much we
very
have.
good piece, but to date, we haven't.
All right.
We're not in the red.
All right.
And I think I did speak to the mayor on that at one time. I gave you that projection, but it does need to be updated.
Yeah, I think it'd be good if everybody on the committee sees that so we know where we're at going forward. Okay. Approval of the claims. I guess that's the southeast, and this is the northwest. Southeast is 22,483.75. The northwest is 4,348.75. Most of it's engineering and video production. There's some for construction documents on the water tower. Any questions about the fund report? Or, I mean, the claims report?
No.
I'd like to entertain a motion to pass the claims as submitted.
I may have one question on that.
Okay.
Professional services of the fire station. Was that not all set up where it'd be one figure? I mean, we had another 50,000 last time on this. Is this up and above what?
No, Tim, that's part of that. The one on you're probably looking
The
at Frost,
professional
Brown, and
services.
Todd.
Well, I guess.
I know it's
not.
cut off.
Yeah,
It's cut off on mine, and I thought we were going to
Right.
try to get our printer. Yeah, that is part of the fees. And that's why when we discussed that 50,000, that is part of that. So it is coming in lower than I expected on that professional services from Frost, Brown, and Todd.
Okay, so the 50,000 negated then, and it turns into 12,500.
For this one, we're still waiting on an invoice from Baker Tilly.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments? We could entertain a motion to approve the claims as submitted.
I'll make the motion.
Got a motion? Need a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded. Any other questions or comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, like,
If you want to start passing those around, grab it from Marcia. Here, there's a couple, three,
couple of
whatever we got. Four, I think. Tom.
oops, I'm sorry.
All right, that's okay.
Okay.
There are the minutes, if you would sign those, please. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, old business, engineer Josh Hillman update.
Sure, today, giving an update, had a meeting with Greg Marks. Earlier this week, we've been meeting now, monthly with, Steve, myself, going through kind of updates of the project. Current.
The fire station. you
Fire
talked-
station,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Trusses are being set now. They're gonna be working the next 2 weeks and then we'll take a week and a half, 2 weeks off for the holiday. Game plan is that next month they get cell complete. The interior walls framed up. The MEP would start in mid-January. So fire station wise, that's the update. I'd be glad to take any questions back to Greg to get questions answered.
These are wood trusses, correct?
Wood trusses, yes.
And it's wood frame.
It's the building's a wood post frame building, not a pole barn. It's a commercial code, including all commercial energy code buildings. The wood, the question I asked earlier this week, the wood is not in contact with the ground. If the building is maintained, it'll be operable for 50 to 100 years. But it's something that they've built in a variety of communities across the state.
What do they have, a little curb sits up off the ground?
They have a foundation wall.
Okay.
Maple Run, from its perspective, it's moving forward. I think we're targeting.
Questions about the fire station or Maple Run?
When we do something on the other fire station, the old fire station,
Have they decided yet what to do with that?
I think the plan is, once that one is completed, we'll address that. I think it's just kind of been
It's in
holding right now
in
until
limbo,
that one's
okay.
complete.
okay.
And then we'll reevaluate what's going on with that.
It's in bad shape, right?
No, the one out here, not so much bad shape, it's just not practical because it was built before we had paid staff. So now we have guys physically living there, obviously. And it's just, there's no shower, there's no adequate kitchen area. They're all sleeping in one room, sharing a bed. So just a lot of stuff that isn't really made for.
So is your question about this one or about the,
I was one, the old one, old Bishop Garage, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that. Gonna reduce some work there too, aren't we?
No, not on that
Nothing
one.
on that one?
No, nothing.
Oh,
on that
okay.
one. And that's kind of how this came to be is
Yeah.
that building it does have some issues. It needs to be repacked, I guess. I'm not a contractor, but basically the grout's starting to come out, which is causing leaks to come not through the ceiling, but through the walls.
Wall.
And it's coming across the top and it's creating a black mold issue. And there's a lot of other issues as well, electric issues. There's what, even on the backside, there's the properties that to the west of it, their yards drain to our building.
Yeah.
So we've tried for years to stop it. And there's a black mold issue on that side of it as well, because the water just flows through the blocks. I've got videos of water just spraying through the blocks when it rains from the ground.
Yeah.
So yes,
We're gonna have to
It
do
ended up
something.
being-
We're gonna have to do something with it, or we're gonna have to.
whatever happens with it, yes, it will need maintenance for sure.
Yeah.
But what they decided is it was going to cost about the same amount to repair that building as to build a new one on that side of the tracks with the developments coming.
Yeah.
So it only makes sense to just go ahead and invest there as opposed to the repairs.
So who will make the decision on what to do with that old building once you move out?
That building at one point, and Jan, correct me if I'm wrong on the time frames. For the last 30 years or more, 50 years, that building, it was actually owned by the Scottsburg City Electric Department. It wasn't until they done some housekeeping and cleaning to where they tried to get things lined out to where it actually made sense, that that building became ownership of just the city in general. So it's not the fire department's building. It's
Okay.
actually owned by the city
Okay.
of Scottsburg.
So the
So whatever-
city council would make the decision.
Yes,
Okay.
whoever the powers to be would make that decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that would be something, Tom, as fiscal agent for the city, that I think if that happens and that would ever be sold, that corner, then that needs to be reimbursed to the redevelopment because you all are the one funding this new project. So, and we always try to have the money follow where it came from. So that would be what I would recommend.
Is that an option to sell it or, yeah, okay,
Well, I mean, it would be if we don't have a need for it.
right. Understood.
Again, like James was saying, that would be a council decision because
Yeah.
it is the city's.
Okay. Any other questions for Josh about any of the projects? Okay, I think that's all the old business. Is there any new business that's not on our agenda? No? Okay, I would be open for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion. We adjourn.
We're adjourned.